You know, obviously tough loss there. You know, credit Temple, or credit, you know, Chiz Alston. That was impressive individual performance in terms of shot making at all levels. You know, and he had some high degree of difficulty shots, some real dagger shots there. You know, for us, I just felt like we probably lost that one today, just with the way we started. You know, we wanted to start the game really trying to, you know, pound the ball inside in the post and really try and drive the front of the rim and not shoot a lot of perimeter shots early until we established an inside presence and kind of got away from that early. And then obviously, you know, the foul shooting. You know, it's just, you know, it's just something that as you get more comfortable on the court, you know, you get, you know, a lot of those free throws were missed by kind of, you know, younger players out there, you know, that are still kind of trying to find their confidence, trying to find their way on the court. But the free throw shooting obviously, you know, played a huge factor in us, you know, not being able to win a close game there. I think, you know, excluding Al, you know, going down there, if we make free throws, you know, we certainly played well enough to win that game. I thought we played, you know, played hard as you could play. Obviously gave up some untimely defensive, offensive rebounds as well to give them an extra possession. Can't do it with a team that good offensively, but you know, fought our tails off. Obviously Josh, Tyler, and CV, you know, all shot it and scored it well for us. Just didn't get enough from the other guys. Free throw shooting and a bad start.
How was L3?
I know he's in the emergency room right now. You know, that's the extent of what I know. I saw obviously a lot of swelling, a lot of blood. So hopefully he's okay.
Does his nose?
I don't want to speculate on what exactly it was there. It was some type of a facial injury.
Coach, first thing you said to Al Tariq when you went over is, Al, you're a Wolf. What does he mean to the program? What does his loss mean today? And just what's your general take on that?
Yeah, and listen, Al did not have, you know, Al obviously didn't have a great game going, especially in the first half, but you could see him just, you know, when you have a guy with a heart that big and just stands for all the right things and isn't about himself, that's why he, you know, he can be the heartbeat of your team, and you know, he's such a likable guy, and he's such a fun guy to deal with every day because all he does is give you his best, and all he does is care about UConn basketball and his teammates. So it's hard to see him, you know, just have to deal with the stuff that he has to deal with all the time, and that was a gut punch. You know, because his teammates, man, these guys have just seen this guy deal with thing after thing, and it sucks.
Not a tangible thing per se, but do you ever feel like you just haven't gotten a lot of lucky breaks this season? Like everything that maybe could have gone one way seems to have...
Not one bit. I don't think it has anything to do with luck. I just think it has everything to do with, like, Sid Wilson, Josh Carlton, Tyler, you know, Brendan Adams, just young guys, you know, even Al Tariq to a degree, just a lack of experience on the court. I mean, here's how it goes. You go from getting, you know, you go from, you know, playing non-competitively at times to then the next step is then to play close games and have some brutal losses. I kind of said to the staff that if we did things right this year, you know, we would win enough games that we would feel good about based on the circumstances, and that we would have some excruciating losses this year, because that's what you do as the next step. Like coming away from, you know, not being very competitive. So you don't go from not being very competitive to winning a lot of close games. You go from not being very competitive to losing close games, and those experiences of learning from those mistakes, your foundational young players, then you'll learn how to win close games in the future. It's just, I think it just has to do with, you know, with youth and just guys learning from the mistakes that we're going to see on film. And then again, free throw line. Older players step to the line and make free throws. The younger guys have you know, struggle at the line because it takes nerve and guts, and you don't get that until you get a little bit older, a little bit more comfortable on the court.
Josh seems to really finishing strong, dunking the ball more. Is that just come with confidence?
Yeah, I mean, Josh is a talented player. Josh, you know, Josh is a guy that will get better and better. He's gotten better and better, and will benefit greatly and be an even better player next year. When he gets a full off season with us in the weight room, and then Josh is just, and he'll get better once he watches film. Like, there are opportunities off, like, kind of pick and pops where he could have taken a 10-foot face-up shot. Josh is a pretty good shooter, and he kind of dribbled himself into bad situations at times, and he's just, you can see it as a guy that's coming on, and he was close to getting us 20 and 10 today. So, and his rim protection is better than I thought it would be.
And what are you seeing in Christian, and how he's handled things in the last couple of weeks, and kind of culminating in tonight when he came off the bench and was productive?
Yeah, I mean, he, I think his approach the last couple days in here, we're really good in practice. I just think he had a really good approach, a better approach than he had in the prior game, which is why he entered the game earlier and he played better. It's all about your approach. It's all about, your mindset and the way you're communicating and just, directing it in a positive way. And he did that, out there today. He battled, he hit huge shots. I thought he stayed within himself for the most part. The other area we killed ourselves to is some of those transition situations where we ended up with nothing. We turned some 2-on-1s into, it's just some indescribable scenarios. Like, against a team like that, those are free points that you can't make up. I'm not sure why I just remembered that, but let me just throw that in there. That had nothing to do with Christian, or might have, I'm not sure. It's just kind of a stream of consciousness, because I remember a couple of bizarre 2-on-1s.
Being the last home game of the season, what kind of an assessment can you give the Huskies so far?
The mascot? Who are you talking about?
The team. What kind of assessment can you give?
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of similar message. It's hard for me to go in there. We have guys that have played significant minutes that aren't quite ready to win at the level that we all like to win at, but they're progressing, they're developing. I couldn't stand in front of that group and be disappointed in their effort and the way they fought, competed, kept battling back and had, leads, 6-point lead up 2, Al goes down, obviously didn't handle that particularly well, but I talked about the little things, man. It's about not making the mistakes, and our program's just got to mature, but we're, listen, this is how it's supposed to look. The first step, the first stage of this rebuild is you go from looking, not really competitive and, a little bit out of it, to then boom, like we're in the fight in just about every one of these, with some frustrating losses. Then the next step that we're going to have to take is, which is going to be a tough one, is, is winning these close games. But, everyone at locker room's got to work in their game. These returning guys got to work in their games so that they can be good enough to help us win these games. They got to get good enough at basketball to help us win. And then, for the older guys in the group, it's like, we got to, this is sports. There's peaks and valleys to what we do. We got to come in here tomorrow and get our prep done, regardless of who's available health-wise, and give ourselves a chance to get a road win on Sunday and have some momentum going into the conference tournament next week. There can't be, you can't blink, you can't give in. You gotta get ready to win the next game, regardless of what's going on around you. So, but this is what it should look like in year one of what we've got to do here, rebuild this thing. So, it'll get better. If you can't see the difference, then you don't know what you're watching, and you should go watch football or baseball.
When you walked off the court, you went up to students and said thank you for being here, thank you for support. Do you have any takeaways on student support throughout the season? Pretty solid record overall at Campbell. Yeah, they've been awesome, man. I love the students here. I see them. I even see some of the goofy videos they send me on social media. You got great fans here. I thanked them and I said, when you see us next time, we will look, we're going to look a lot different, and we're going to keep getting better, and just kind of stick with us, because we'll build it back to
to what you all deserve here. So they've been awesome. Gamble XL Center, it's been fun this year. And we look forward to just building this thing back to the level that it should be.